One shot wonder, just like it's always been. All right. What's up? Week 3, dynamic duo. Here's what we're gonna do. All right, so with a 14-minute running clock, you and your partner got 2 workouts to do. Same as last week, how it was 3 separate scored events. This is 2 separate scored events. So your first one, from the 0th minute to the 7th minute, partner 1 will establish a 1 rep max squat clean, while partner 2 establishes a 1 rep max shoulder to overhead. So during that 7 minutes, both teammates can be working on their specific part. So only one partner does the squat clean, only one partner does the shoulder to overhead, but you can both be doing that in that 7 minutes. So the squat clean goes from the floor, and the shoulder to overhead, you may use a rack, okay? So if you're doing this scaled, partner 1 establishes a hang power clean plus a front squat, while partner 2 does the same as the RX, shoulder to overhead, okay? So if you're doing the squat clean that comes from the floor, catch it, hip crease below the top of the knee, and then stand up to full extension, okay? Shoulder to overhead, you can do a strict press, have fun. You can do a push press, you can do a push jerk, or a split jerk, as long as you stand up and show complete full extension with the barbell locked out overhead, okay? Hang power clean, you have to go from the hang and stop. Make sure you catch it above a squat, so your hip crease stays above the top of your knee, and then finish with a front squat and stand to full extension. Same for the scaled is a shoulder to overhead, strict press, push jerk, or split jerk, okay? Both of your team weights will be added together. That is your score in pounds, basically. So that's the first workout from 0 to 7 minutes. From 7 minutes to 14 minutes, you and your partner are gonna do an AMRAP of 9 clean and jerks and 15 toes to bar. If you're doing RX, clean and jerks, guys' weight is 135, ladies' weight is 95. Toes to bar for the RX, if you're doing that RX, right? For the scale, same time, same number of movements, 9 clean and jerks, except for it's at 95 pounds and 65 pounds, and then 15 hanging knee raises. As you're holding onto that bar, arms locked out, as long as your knees go above the top of your hip crease, that is a completed rep. You have to go above that and then hit full extension again. So back, forth 15 times on that. So I know one of the very first questions is going to be, if I can't do toes to bar, do we have to go scaled? Or if my partner can do this movement and I can't do that movement, do we have to go scaled? Here's the rule for this. As long as every single rep that your team gets goes according to these standards, you can do RX as a team. So if that means I'm a guy and I'm not strong at all, but my girl partner is very strong and can handle 95-pound clean and jerks all day, and I can do toes to bar, as long as every clean and jerk you do is a guy's 135-pound or a lady's 95-pound, that's fine. And as long as every toes to bar you do is a toes to bar, where your toes touch the bar, make contact on the bar, and you hit full extension, you guys can do the RX version. If you have to do this one, if both of you cannot handle the 135 or 95-pound clean and jerks, scale this down, and as a team, collectively do clean and jerks at 95 pounds and 65 pounds and hanging knee raises. So whatever one you do, you can break that up anyway. Doesn't matter whatever pattern you do, as long as it's 9 clean and jerks before the 15 toes to bar, and then 15 toes to bar before you go back to the clean and jerks. Okay, so if you have any questions, make sure you ask somebody before you guys just run off and do this. Put a comment in this video below. Following this video is actually going to be a movement demo anyway, so if you got questions, let us know. All right, word. Week 3, there it is. All right, here's the demos for the 3rd week. So, squat clean. If you guys are doing RX, you gotta do one person does a squat clean, the other person does a shoulder to overhead. So the squat clean is a full squat clean from the floor, catching it in a squat, hip crease below the top of the knee, and standing to full extension. This is what it looks like. Easy as that. Good. So this has to be, whenever you're catching it, you should still be in one continuous motion, catching it in a squat and standing with it. No pausing and then worrying about where you're slowly going down. Make sure it's all one continuous motion, all right? So the shoulder to overhead can be from the rack. So if you guys have a spot in the rig or in the back room or front room, wherever it's at, you can have a separate bar set up. While the person 1 is doing their squat cleans, person 2 can be on their own spot, on their own rack, doing shoulder overhead. So, all the way, this can be a strict press, a push jerk, or split jerk. Yeah, your strict press. There's your strict press. Here's your push press. Good. Here's your push jerk. Good. Here's your split jerk. Split jerk. Most important on your split jerk, when you pause and catch it in the split, this is not the end of the movement. You have to stand all the way up and reach full extension before you can set that bar down, okay? So there's your shoulder overhead. Now, if you are going to be doing scaled, you're going to be doing a hang power clean plus a front squat, okay? So, when you're doing that, you have to stand up with that bar the whole way and make sure you stop at your hips. And then once you stop there, you can either go from your hips or you can go from your knees. Both are considered a hang for a power clean. Catching it above the squat and then finishing with a front squat. Standing all the way up to extension. All right, there's your scale. So, shoulder to overhead is the same idea. If you're doing scaled, it's actually just the same as the RX version. Strict press, push jerk, or split jerk. All right, so there's your weightlifting for the first part. The second part is clean and jerks. When it says clean and jerks, that specifically means a clean plus a shoulder to overhead. It cannot be a ground to overhead. So you have to make the stop at your shoulders and then you need to go overhead. If you have to squat clean it, that's fine. If you can power clean it, probably going to be a little bit easier. You can do that too. So just do 2 clean jerks. Yep. Good. Power clean. And a jerk. Good. Or you can do a squat clean if you want to. Good. And a good. Alright. Sweet. Alright, for these toes to bar, you can hold that now. Sweet. I'll do this now. For the toes to bar, just like the open, wherever your arms are, your feet have to touch at the same time in between your hands, okay? You have to break the vertical plane of the bar, so if I'm standing here, and every time I come back down, my feet only get to here, I have not completely gone behind that vertical plane, so you have to make sure you keep doing that or they are considered no reps. So, as I'm hanging up here, 1, 2, 3, okay? If I stay out here, no rep. You have to make sure you break that vertical plane, okay? One partner can do all the toes to bar if you want. One partner can do all the clean and jerks if you want. If you want to split it up and one partner does 5 clean and jerks, the next partner does 4, you got to 9 as a team, and then the same thing for the toes to bar. If you want to break those up however you want to, that's fine. Hanging knee raises, as you're holding on to this, knee goes above the top of the hips, hip full extension at the bottom. Over the hips, at the bottom. None of this. Calf to hip, full extension. You can swing with that if you want to. They don't have to be strict. So, if you have any further questions, post them in the comments below, try to answer them, or ask a coach in person, or DM me. Cool. All right, that's it.